There's a live concert from DragonCon 2024 today on Pub Songs and Stories number 292.
Claus, the elf they call Claus. He made little gifts and he gave them to kids. Stood up to the parents who got coal and sticks. Our love for Christmas is all just because of the hero of children, the elf they call Claus.
Long ago he was just an orphan, a tiny little helpless baby boy. But elves raised him man, he grew into a man with a big elfin love for toys. He said, Burgermeister, Meister Burger, you can't keep these children down. You really should desist, cause you just made my list, and Santa Claus is coming to town.
He made little gifts and he gave them to kids. Stood up to the parents who got coal and sticks. Our love for Christmas is all just because of the hero of children, the elf they call Claus. Santa saw the little hearts a breaking. He heard their Yuletide laments. He saw their Christmas cheer a fading, buying presents that no one really wants. So he said, you can't do that to Christmas. You can't live just like a Grinch. Santa strapped on his hat and in 5 seconds flat made presents that didn't make you flinch. He made little gifts and he gave them to kids. Stood up to the parents who got coal and sticks. Our love for Christmas is all just because of the hero of children, the elf they call Claus. He made little gifts and he gave them to kids. Stood up to the parents who got coal and sticks. Our love for Christmas is all just because of the hero of children, the elf they call Claus. The hero of children, the elf they call Claus.
We kicked off the show with Hero of Christmas. That is from the Browncoat Christmas EP that I released with Mikey Mason a few years back. I love that song. I hope you did too. Welcome to Pub Songs and Stories. I am Marc Gunn. I'm a Celtic and folk musician and host of the Irish and Celtic Music Podcast. If you're new to the show, please subscribe. You can do that at pubsong.com or just send me an email to follow@celtfather.net. Today I am sharing a live concert from my DragonCon 2024 live performance that I did back in September, and my daughter Inara sings on a couple songs. You'll enjoy that. Each episode is timestamped and chapter marked, and you can click those timestamps to go straight where you want to in each episode. Just head on over to the show notes. So a few little changes that you should be aware of. This is, at least temporarily, the last episode that's going to be called Pub Songs and Stories. I am renaming the show at the start of 2024. We'll see if it sticks. I've done that in the past and it didn't stick. But I've renamed it to Folk Songs and Stories. I'm attempting to reach a different market this year, and that's one of the changes that I decided to make. Right now, your feed probably reads Folk Songs and Stories, but the next episode is the one that's going to have the actual change in it. So stay tuned for that. And again, we'll see how that goes. You never know. Maybe I'll head back to the old title. I still haven't updated the graphics yet. There's a lot of things to do if I want to keep that change. I actually have a lot of episodes planned for 2024. Right now, I think I have 6 done. They're all shows for the cat episodes, but I have other ideas that are forming in my head once again, as I do every year. I'm laughing because I've been doing this. This will be my 20th year. July is when the 20-year anniversary of the Pub Songs podcast. That's when it all started. This podcast started in 2005. So a long time ago. And over the years, it's gone through many, many revisions and changes. And right now, the format I'm still pretty good with. There are a couple changes I am thinking about, again, adding occasional interview as well, maybe getting some co-hosts. We'll see. We'll see how it all comes together. In any case, thank you so much for being here. And I want to find out, since I'm doing a live concert, I thought I would ask you what was your favorite song on my live concert CD. I only have one. It is live at the Cactus Cafe That is solo. I do have a Broadnagi and Bards one as well. But for my CD, Live at the Cactus Cafe, which was a CD that I released for the CD release of Whiskers in the Jar, my second cat CD. And of course, this is very good timing because coming in January is when I'm going to start talking about the Irish drinking songs for cat lovers, which will also be reaching its 20th anniversary. So lots of big celebrations there, so stay tuned for all that. If you want to see pictures from my Celtic Invasion of Scotland's whiskey, those are now on my Instagram page. Celtfather is my handle there. Or even better, follow the link in the show notes. It'll take you over to Patreon, where I have even more photos. I also have a Celtic Invasion of Wexford, Ireland, now scheduled for June 21st through 28, 2025. Yes, I said Wexford, Ireland. It is not to Galicia. I've moved my Celtic Invasion of Galicia, Spain, to 2026. This one is going to Ireland, and there are many reasons for that. One of the top ones is I wasn't pulling in enough people, so I want to create an itinerary and know exactly what we're doing on this trip to really put something spectacular together. I have my friend Jamie Hauser, who recorded on my CD How America Saved Irish Music. She went to Galicia on a pilgrimage of the Camino de Santiago. That is a long walk that starts in France and then goes all the way to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela. And I'm looking forward to talking with her. I'm going to have an interview with her in the coming weeks where we're going to find out more about that incredible trip that she took and all the things that she learned along the way. I really can't wait to share that. But that's going to help me put together that Celtic Invasion in 2026. So in the meantime, I am planning a Celtic Invasion of Wexford, Ireland, and I would love for you to join me again. It's June 2025. So head on over to CelticInvasion.com for details. You can still get one of my Dancing with Hobbits album pins. They are on sale in my store, and they will probably not last long. I don't know. I was doing inventory, and it looks like there's not a whole lot of them left, so I guess that means I need to decide if I'm going to print more. Stay tuned for that. Finally, I am launching a new Kickstarter for the Irish and Celtic Music podcast in January. It'll be the end of January. You can sign up for the pre-launch page in the show notes at pubsong.com. Oh, I should point out, though, even though the title may change to Folk Songs and Stories, the URL will stay the same, pubsong.com. So where will I be in the coming weeks? Well, there's a lot going on, but not as much in the early part of the year. But I will be performing on January 11th at Maggie McGinnis Pub in Huntsville, Alabama. That's the little house concert that I've been doing for over a decade, and I'm really excited to be there. And it's also exciting because 2 days later, I'm having hip surgery. So I'm going to be out of commission for the next couple of months. But starting in March, I will be back with some more shows, maybe sitting. We'll see how it goes. But I will be at the Lost Druid on March 1st. March 7th through 9th, I'll be at Cleveland Concoction. March 21st through 30th, the weekends, I'll be at Sherwood Forest Fair in Texas. April 24th through 27th, I'll be at JordanCon. July 19th at the Fiddler's Green Coffee House Concert Series here in Atlanta. June 21st through 28th, of course, will be the Celtic Invasion of Wexford, Ireland. And then September 24th through 28th, I'll be at ALEP, a long expected party, my Hobbit gathering in Kentucky. So stay tuned for all of that. The ads on this podcast pay for my hosting and some of my podcast editing. However, my time producing the show is paid for entirely by my gun runners on Patreon. A huge thanks to all of my patrons who've been supporting me for so many years. I really, really appreciate it. When you join the community, you get access to exclusive videos, podcasts, you get some free songs that are completely unreleased. You get blogs and lots more. Actually, there's a new Christmas song that is there exclusively for patrons this year. So go check it out. Send an email to follow@celtfather.net. If you can't support me financially right now, I understand. It is the holiday season. Just sign up on Patreon for free. You'll also get weekly updates. All right, let's get on with that live interview from DragonCon. A little Christmas gift from me to you. I hope you enjoy this show. Y'all ready to do some singing this morning? I'm going to start off with something that, I never thought about this, if this could be a sing-along, but it could be. I wrote this song before I really found out that what was the third, or I've lost track of which Thor movie had Jane becoming Thor. What was that? Fourth? The fourth one. Okay. But I'd written a song, and it was something that was like it was a song from.
If you want to take them home,
well,
cool.
It's called "You Are My Thor." So and it works just as well for a guy singing it as a girl, in my opinion. So I love singing it. It's a good way to get started. But it has a part for you, which would be "You Are My Thor." There you go. I know. Can you pull that off? I know it's Monday morning at the end of the con. Well, this is not supposedly. This doesn't have to be the official sing-along part. I'll get one of those in just a moment. But this just get me warmed up, and so let's see if I can actually pull it off vocally. It goes like this. I want you to appreciate that sound of the lightning strike. Rain is crashing down, lightning in your eyes. You're thundering so loud, that's when I realize you are my Thor. You are my Thor. Your words hit like Mjolnir. They shake my very bones. Your emotions make me feel like I'm no longer alone. You are my Thor. You are my Thor. Only you can lift me up when I'm let down. You're my lightning rod when storms are all around. I'm never afraid when you go spinning away, 'cause you come back to me to thunder through the day. Days are like Ragnarok. It feels just like the end. You carry me over the trough, across the rainbow bridge. You are my Thor. You are my Thor. Only you can lift me up when I'm let down. My lightning rod when storms are all around. I'm never afraid when you go spinning away, 'cause you come back to me to thunder through the day. People fight for freedom, others fight for fame. You fight for me until my dying day. You are my Thor. You are my Thor. I'm here. Only you can lift me up when I'm let down. Rod when storms are all around. I'm never afraid when you go spinning away, 'cause you come back to me to thunder through the day. Only you can lift me up when I'm let down. You're my lightning rod when storms are all around. I'm
Thor. You are my Thor. Go. You are my Thor. You are my Thor. Thanks so much. I love that song. It's one of those that I was singing a lot at. Probably the only time I've really have been singing it mostly has been like Gen Con when I went busking, and it just goes over well, and it's so much fun, and it's a good warm up song because it gets all that out there, and not necessarily the best time at the end of con, but whatever. That is not on a CD.
You have CDs.
For those of you who are not quite awake. That's an automatic response for them. So, but if you like to do that too, I do have CDs.
You have CDs.
I also have album pins.
You have album pins.
And that actually is only on my Patreon.
You have a Patreon page.
Gotta work on that one.
No, that's it for now. All right, so we're gonna go. This is a song that I wrote to teach the people a little bit about Irish and the Irish language. There's a great phrase in the Celtic Nation, Slán Siva. Slán Siva means here's to your good health. Slán is here's to your health, Va is good. So when I sing Slán Siva, you're going to shout Slán Siva back. So just try this. Go like this. Slán Siva, Slán Siva, here's to your good health, one and all. If your soul feels rather thirsty, you hear the crate the call. Raise up your glass and Slán Siva. Good. It sounds like you're more or less awake today. In fact, I think you could do it a little bit louder. Let's try that. Whatever voice you have left. Slán Siva, Slán Siva, here's to your good health, one and all. If your soul feels rather thirsty, you hear the crate the call. Raise up your glass and Slán Siva. Many times in my life, I forgot the kindness code. I reap the sorry seeds that I sowed. But when I gave instead of took, that's when my spirit growed. My charity turned into liquid gold. Then we sing, Slán Siva, Slán Siva. Here's to your good health, one and all. If your soul feels rather thirsty, you hear the crate the call. Raise up your glass and Slán Siva. Now this song is more than just a drinking song. It's also, or a hair of the dog song. It's also what I like to call Celtic karma, as you'll find out in this next verse. Your work week was a bear, you're feeling rather low, you head to Dragon Con to watch a show. There the singer makes you smile, and the music makes you glow, so buy a CD before you go. Slán Siva, Slán Siva, here's to your good health, one and all. If your soul feels rather thirsty, you hear the crate the call. Raise up your glass and Slán Siva. Slán Siva, Slán Siva, here's to your good health, one and all. If your soul feels rather thirsty, you hear the crate the call. Raise up your glass and Slán Siva. Good job. Try this one. You might know this. If you do, you can raise a glass up. Pretend you're in a pub in Canton. Jane, the man they called Jane. Break strings, man. He robbed from the rich and he gave to the poor. Stood up to the man and he gave him what for. Our love for him now ain't hard to explain. The hero of Canton, the man they called Jane. Our Jane saw the mutters' backs breaking. He saw the mutters lament. He saw that magistrate a taking every dollar and leaving 5 cents. So he said, you can't do that to my people. You can't crush them under your heels. So Jane strapped on his hat, and in 5 seconds flat, stole everything Boss Higgins had to steal. He robbed from the rich, and he gave to the poor. Stood up to the man, and he gave him what for. Our love for him now ain't hard to explain. The hero of Canton, the man they called Jane. And now here's what separates heroes from common folk like you and I. The man they called Jane, he turned around his plane and let that money hit sky. He dropped it onto our houses. He dropped it into our yards. The man they called Jane, he stole away our pain and headed out for the stars. He robbed from the rich and he gave to the poor. Stood up to the man and he gave him what for. Our love for him now ain't hard to explain. The hero of Kansas, the man they called Jane.
This is a good time to point out that I take my broken auto harp strings and I turn them into what I call Celtic heartstrings. Yeah, they are necklaces made from the broken strings of my heart. Auto harp. So I don't have any here, but you can. Sometimes I put them online. If you go to my website at keltfather.net.
You have a website?
I love it when I forget about that. You know, it kills me over and over again, and inside I'm laughing really hard. Actually, I am, but oh my gosh, are you coming to sing a song in our? Apparently my daughter's here, so.
I just came to sit down now.
Okay, well we can have a song. What song would you like to sing? I'm gonna do Irish Lilting, Prettiest Hobbit, Gypsy Rover. So many choices. Okay, I'm gonna have you come right here while you think about that, and then I'm gonna pick a song if you don't. Are you ready? Here's our mic. Blink. Oh wow. Okay, well. So this is a song that I wrote. I do a podcast.
You have a podcast?
I was ready for that.
Who doesn't?
And the podcast is called In the Verse, Song Crafting. Song crafting is basically what we do. We write songs inspired by our fandoms. I do it with my friend Mikey Mason. And first season was entirely Firefly. So I got a whole bunch of episodes of Firefly. In fact, my latest 2 CDs.
You have CDs?
They have lots and lots of Firefly songs on them because of that. But the second season, we ran out of Firefly episodes. So we ended up doing other media that we love. And one of the episodes that I picked was Blink from Doctor Who.
I love that one.
Yeah. It's a great episode. But for those who don't know it, it's basically there's these weeping angels, and they are
I'm not going to worry about
they're stone as long as you're looking at them. But as soon as you turn away or you blink, then they move at lightning speed, and they don't kill you the normal fashion. In fact, if they touch you, they throw you back in time. But they feed on all the energy that the life that might have been, which is what a cool idea, to feed on what might have been. It's a song about missing out. I don't know about you, but I spend too much time on my phone. And there's many times that I'm wandering around, a convention. I'm like, staring at the phone instead of actually being present. And so I wanted to write a song all about that. A little bit of a love song, too, that captures moments in the episode. When I loved it, when I watched it with my kids, and they were like, after the song was written, they were like, oh, and there, that line. So, and Nara and I have had fun singing this together, too. I love old things. They make me feel sad. Take me back to the past and all the happiness I had.
But when I met you, I could not close my eyes. I couldn't even blink unless you disappeared into time. Asked you out for a drink while the rain fell down. I tried not to think that you might turn me down. You're like an angel as old as the universe. You saved me from a lonely life that's so much worse. Don't blink, don't look away, life is too short. I won't blink, I won't turn my back, let go of the hurt. I won't blink. Things don't always happen like we dream and plan. It gets lonely sometimes, that's why I take your hand. To grow old with you for as long as time goes by. You showed me this moment and you opened up my eyes. Don't blink, don't look away, life is too short. I won't blink, I won't turn my back, let go of the hurt. I won't blink, I won't blink. Don't blink, don't look away, life is too short. I won't blink, I won't turn my back, let go of the hurt. Don't blink, don't look away, life is too short. I won't blink, I won't turn my back, let go of the hurt. I won't blink, I won't blink, I won't blink. Sing another one in a moment. Inara! Speaking of which, I think I'm going to do a sweet lullaby. If Kenzie's here, don't fall asleep. Oh, good. Okay, that's good. I don't think Inara fell asleep to this nearly. That might be a reason Kenzie doesn't sleep well at night. So this is a sweet lullaby that I learned. Originally, it was written by Daniel Glasser, who is a filker, somewhere Midwest area. I don't know exactly where, but he wrote this song. Filk, for those who don't know, is the music of fandom. Songs like these, fun songs about things we love. And he wrote this beautiful lullaby, and it's called "Close Your Eyes," the original version. But I think I'm going to do a sort of a fusion. Now I'm going to do a special version for Firefly fans. Because Nara likes, my two kids are very different. My oldest likes the original version, and my youngest, yeah. It goes like this. Close your eyes and sleep. There are reavers in your dreams. Go to sleep, my darling. There's a reaver underneath your bed. The reavers in your bed are gonna eat your face. Stay in your bed. There are Griswolds on the floor. The reavers in your bed are gonna eat your face. Sugar and spice and everything nice. Why do you think we say that? It's so the reavers underneath your bed will want to eat your face. You used to have a sister. She wouldn't go to sleep. Shh. So the reavers underneath her bed ate her face. Do not call for your mother. Who is it that you think who let the reavers in to eat your face? Snakes and snails and puppy dog tails. Who can account for the taste of reavers? The reavers in your bed are gonna eat your face. Baby, don't you cry, or the reavers won't wait till you fall asleep before they eat your face. My father sang this song to me, but he slipped and he fell on a griswold. And the reavers underneath my bed ate his face. That is not a blanket. Good night. All right. I'm gonna do a fun. I'm gonna fix a string, right? Tune a little bit. But before I do that, we're gonna sing a song together. This is a song that I forget the author who wrote it, but I love this song. It's got a very simple chorus. So I would like you to sing that with me. It goes like this. And the wind blew cold and lonely across that widow's moor. She never ever turned away a traveler from the door. Yeah, 1 sec. There's a note here. Okay, guess I got that. All right, chorus goes, and the wind blew cold and lonely across that widow's moor. She never ever turned away a traveler from the door. And the wind blew cold and lonely across that widow's moor. She never ever turned away a traveler from the door. Good job. Apparently some of you are actually awake. Yeah. High atop a lonely moor, a widow lived alone, and in she kept, and as she slept, her pillow heard her moan. Oh, many's the lonely traveler who spent the night with me, but there's no man in all creation who gives content to me. Well, some can manage once or twice, and some make 3 or 4. It seems to me a rarity is the man who can do more. I'd do anything to find him in heaven or in hell. And as she spoke these words, sure she heard her front door bell. And the wind blew cold and lonely across that widow's moor. She never ever turned away a traveler from the door. So boldly ran the widow, and the door she opened wide. And as she did, a tall and handsome stranger stepped inside. Well, she gave him bread and brandy, and when that he was fed, he said, now dear, now have no fear, it's time to come to bed. For I heard your plea right down below, and I've come to see things right. But you must come to hell with me if I can last the night. She said, you randy devil, to this bargain I'll agree. For hell on earth and hell in hell, it's all the same to me. And the wind blew cold and lonely across that widow's moor. She never ever turned away a traveler from the door. So as they fumbled in the bed, the devil he proved well, and he thought before the night was through that she'd be in his hell. But when they came to number 9, the widow cried out, more! And when the 12th time came around, the widow cried, encore! At 25, the devil felt compelled to take a rest, but the widow cried, come raise your head and put me to the test. At 69, the widow laughed, again she cried, and the devil said, well, I can see just how your husband died. And the wind blew cold and lonely across that widow's moor. She never ever turned away a traveler from the door. At 99, the devil he began to wail and weep. He said, I'll give you anything if you'll let me go to sleep. But before the morning light was up, the devil hobbled home, and the widow, still not satisfied, once more was left alone. She lay there on her pillow, and she thought on 99. It's a pity that poor devil couldn't manage one more time. I'll call him up again tonight to see what can be done. With a little more application, we can make it to the ton. And the wind blew cold and lonely across that widow's moor. She never ever turned away a traveler from the door. But when she called to him that night, no devil did appear. For the first time in eternity, the devil is shook with fear. He said, of all the torments I witnessed here in hell, I never knew what pain was till I rang your front door bell. And the wind blew cold and lonely across that widow's moor. She never ever turned away a traveler from the door. And the wind blew cold and lonely across that widow's moor. She never ever turned away a traveler from the door. Yo. All right. There is really quick, I want to let you know that I am a local musician and play around Atlanta. So a lot of times at the Lost Druid over in Avondale Estates. But I will be at the Georgia Renaissance Festival this fall. So they're doing some fall stuff. So if you do get on my mailing list, in fact...
You have a mailing list?
Speaking of not being ready... if you send an email to sing@celtfather.net, you can sign up to my mailing list and find all that stuff out. So check that out. All right, you want to sing another song in our? You want to sing another? What do you want what you sing? What do you want to sing? Oh, Wild Mountain Thyme?
Yeah, Wild Mountain.
Oh wow. How about we come back to that in a moment? We'll come back to that. So let's do in the meantime, we're going to do this song is a song I wrote it from an episode from several episodes of Firefly about Malcolm Reynolds, because he has a trouble expressing himself emotionally. I don't know about you, but I also have trouble expressing myself emotionally at times. So I decided to write a song for all of us who have trouble expressing ourselves emotionally. So, with a great chorus that goes like this. She's shining, oh so shining. I don't say a word, I'm in love with that girl. Yeah, she's shining, oh so shiny. She keeps spinning around and round in a whirl. Dressed up for a fancy ball in the dark of night. I'm gonna pull my punches, cause I love to fight. Before I knew, things got out of control. I set my sights on making it out. Oh, cause she's shiny. Oh, so shiny. I don't say a word, I'm in love with that girl. Yeah, she's shiny. Oh, so shiny. She keeps spinning around and round in a whirl. Carrying the weight of heartache from her past. the night like a brightly shining star. 'Cause she's shiny, oh, oh, so shiny. Don't say a word, I'm in love with that girl. Let me hear it. Yes, she's shiny, oh, 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 so shiny. She keeps spinning around and round in a whirl. Sometimes she doesn't like the way I deal. Sometimes she lets me know it's steel. Sometimes she set good me on fire. Climb aboard and she'll ride down your spire. 'Cause she's shiny, oh, oh, so shiny. I don't say a word, I'm in love with that girl. Yes, she's shiny, oh, oh, so shiny. She keeps spinning around and round in a whirl. I found her in a down and out dirty place. Head down, a feeling of disgrace. I looked inside and I saw hope in her eyes. I knew right then that firefly would fly. 'Cause she's shiny, oh, 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 so shiny. I don't say a word, I'm in love with that girl. Yes, she's shiny, oh, 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 so shiny. She keeps spinning around and round in a whirl. Yes, she's shiny, oh, 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 so shiny. I don't say a word, I'm in love with that girl. I had a thought here. Oh, barely, but yes. All right. I am working on getting ready to do a new CD.
You have CDs?
With my friend Andrew McKee with the Robin Nagy and Bards. We're going to be doing an album called Another Fair to Remember. And the song that we're going to sing, I've been singing all weekend because I really love it, and it's pretty much brand new. I wrote it in the spring, and have been playing it just here and there as I get a chance to sing it. But it's got a great part for you, which is why I love it, and that is when I sing mushrooms, you shout mushrooms. So let's try that. Mushrooms. Good. Excellent. We got this. This is a song. You know what? The song was inspired because I wanted to write a song, a Hobbit version of Old Dun Cow is what I. Yeah. I really liked. I said, yeah, I need something that's it's very simple. Shout one thing. That's it, and then it would be fun. And then it turned into so much more. So. I went to the kitchen because I had the itch, and what food did I find there? There were carrots and taters, bread, cheese and mutton, all of my favorite fare. But none of it made my stomach rumble, so I threw my hands in the air, knocked open the shutters, looked down beneath the window. That's how I became aware. Why, it's mushrooms that fills my heart with joy. Mushrooms. I don't mean to sound all coy, but mushrooms. They make me shout with delight. With the littlest fungus that lives amongst it, I love to eat each night. Some friends and I were running through the fields trying to catch a hog. That old farmer maggot said and made a racket while he was cutting up a log. We crashed through the thorn and stumbled through the thicket. We could barely see through the fog. We tripped and we tumbled and we rolled in a jumble and landed face first in the bog where we found mushrooms. It fills my heart with joy. Mushrooms. I don't mean to sound all coy, but mushrooms. They make me shout with delight. It's the littlest fungus that lives among us that I love to eat each night. Around the drinks is what I think would fill my heart with cheer. We laugh and shout with all hands out as we order up more beer. Sure, we love stew, but oh, to the brew that turns away all our fears. When food and drink has a taste, I think that makes my memory clearly think of mushrooms. That fills my heart with joy. Mushrooms. I don't mean to sound all coy, but mushrooms. They make me shout with delight. It's the littlest fungus that lives among us that I love to eat each night. So, my dear friends, please come on and gather around the Shire fire. We'll drink a toast of our fine host and all of our kin in the Shire. It's an earthy food, now I'm in the mood and feeling quite inspired. There's some for us all, so stand up tall and join on in our choir and sing about mushrooms! That fills my heart with joy. Mushrooms! I don't mean to sound all coy, but mushrooms! They make me shout with delight. It's the littlest fungus that lives among us that I love to eat each night. It's mushrooms! That fills my heart with joy. Mushrooms! I don't mean to sound all coy. Mushrooms! They make me shout with delight. It's the littlest fungus that lives among us that I love to eat each night. It's mushrooms! That fills my heart with joy. Mushrooms! I don't mean to sound all coy, but mushrooms! They make me shout with delight. It's the littlest fungus that lives among us that I love to eat each night. It's the littlest fungus that lives among us that I love to eat each night. All right. Let's, you want to come sing? All right. So that song, of course, is not yet on a CD.
USCDs?
But we will actually be getting it on a Patreon for the Robinagian Bards. Well, our Patreon page is, there's a lot of music that you can download if you want to support the music, because Patreon is by far the number one method that any musician or entertainer or artist makes for supporting their art these days. So if you enjoy the music, go check it out. This is a song written, well, I say written by Francis McPeak out of Belfast, Ireland, but it's not really. The song was actually based on an older song called The Braes of Balweather, an old Scottish song. But this guy came along, took it, put a better melody on it, but it's pretty much an old song. No, I didn't. No, I didn't write this song.
He's not that old.
Watch her storm out of here and no, I don't know what this is. It's because my oldest child's first name is Heather.
Sure he's not that old?
Hello, Mark. It's
Great timing. This is Wild Mountain Time. Oh, the summertime is coming, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to the wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? I will build my love a bower by unclear and crystal fountains, and all around the bower I'll pile flowers from the mountain. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to the wild mountain thyme all around the blue will you go, lassie, go? I will roam the country o'er, through that dark land so dreary, and all the spoils I find I'll bring to my darling dearie. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to Wild Mountain Time, all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? Oh, the summertime is coming, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to Wild Mountain Thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to Wild Mountain Thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? Will you go, lassie, go? Will you go? All right. I think I'm gonna do that song. This is one of my favorite songs that I've written for the Firefly verse, and that's because the song is inspired by the episode "The Message." In the episode, there's a body that's mailed to the crew with a message saying, "Bring me home, bring me back to my family," and it was a very touching moment, just watching the episode and seeing that and feeling that before we get to the ending. but before that, I decided to take that same idea and I took it back to the Battle of Serenity Valley, and I realized after writing the song there was not just a battle of Serenity Valley; it could be any battle, soldiers fighting. And now in the Battle of Serenity Valley, though, I think it was like 60% or 70% of the Browncoats ended up dying in the battle. So it was a losing battle, at least in that perspective. There were so many people that died during that battle. So imagine, 10 people around you and 6 or 7 of them not being there. It's an incredible thought. So I decided to take this song and take it back to how horrible it must have been. And I ended up writing this song called Bring Me Home, Boys. Bring me home, boys, bring me home. Bring me home, boys, bring me home. Go and tell my mama I died a man. When my breath has left, bring me home. My sergeant said, boy, don't you run. I don't care if the alliance comes. I saw him die, but I took a stand. So go and tell my papa I died a man. Bring me home, boys, bring me home. Bring me home, boys, bring me home. Go and tell my mama I died a man. When my breath has left, bring me home. I was brave, boy, as best I can. I felt my gun shake as I shot a man. Bullets pierced my heart, can't feel my hand. So go and tell my brother I died a man. Bring me home, boys, bring me home. Bring me home, boys, bring me home. Go and tell my mama I died a man. When my breath has left, bring me home. Just you and me, boy, are left alive. I can tell not long until I die. I did not run, 'cause you're my friend. So go and tell my sister I died a man. Bring me home, boys, bring me home. Bring me home, boys, bring me home. Go and tell my mama I died a man. When my breath has left, bring me home. Oh, we might fall, boys, we might fall. The Alliance may attack us, one and all. No matter what they bring, we'll fight like men. So go and tell my people we'll rise again. Bring me home, boys, bring me home. Bring me home, boys, bring me home. Go and tell my mama I died a man. When my breath has left, bring me home. Bring me home, boys, bring me home. Bring me home, boys, bring me home. Go and tell my mama I died a man. When my breath has left, bring me home. Bring me home, boys, bring me home. Bring me home, boys, bring me home. Go and tell my mama I died a man. When my breath has left, bring me home. Go and tell my mama I died a man. When my breath has left, bring me home.
I am so grateful to have all of you here coming to my shows and singing with me. I wrote a song that was for that podcast.
You have a podcast?
And it was inspired by Shepherd's Tale. So it's the graphic novel from Firefly. If you didn't get a chance to read it, it's absolutely amazing. It tells the story, the backstory of Shepherd Book, who he really was. But there's a moment in the story where he's sitting down and he's staring at a bowl of soup, and he's looking at his life. And he's looking at the way things have gone, and he's at the lowest point of his life. This is basically when he comes to Jesus, because he's staring there. He's like, and he's philosophizing about how he got there, and he says, "I'm very grateful for being here right now, this moment, and I am grateful to all of you for doing the same." This is a song called "Grateful," and I hope you enjoy it too.
Life is like fresh flowing water. I take oh so much joy. It is life's fuel and foundation. It is itself its own reward. just beat me down. Knocked aside his oppressive gun, then my feet hit the ground. Now I am grateful for the journey I stumbled along the way. Yeah. I'm grateful for the journey and the family I made. I'm on the run from my father. My mother's gone a long time ago. Home is a word thin on meaning. I'd rather swim rough waters and roam. I fought badmen in the eye of the storm. I battened down my resolve. Took being tossed overboard for me to find in the calm. Now I am grateful for the journey I stumbled along the way. Yeah. I am grateful for the journey and the family I made. I found kin in the oddest places and friends that I could believe. Now family is wherever I go like water. My home flows free. I shut my eyes, I thought I could see, but every step of the way, when times were dark, family took my hand and held my worries at bay. I spent my youth drifting on a stream, trying to find peace of mind. I learned the journey is the worthier part, and friendship is truly divine. Oh, I am grateful for the journey I stumbled along the way. Yeah. I am grateful for the journey and the family I made. Let me hear you. I am grateful for the journey I stumbled along the way. Yeah. I am grateful for the journey and the family I made. I am grateful for the journey I stumbled along the way. I am grateful for the journey and the family I made. I think I have time for one more, and since I have family here, you want to come sing Gypsy Rover with me? We're going to do one final song. So thank you so much for coming and joining us today. Again, there are some CDs.
You got CDs?
And album pens.
You got album pens?
And I think the USBs are way over at the other table.
You got CDs?
But there's always Patreon, so check that out.
You have a Patreon?
Actually, I have like 5, I know.
You have 5?
Good job. She keeps me on her toes, too.
You have 2?
All right. This is So Inara and I are going to be performing at the Irish Fest Atlanta in November, too. So if you'd like to come see us together singing a bit more, come do that.
Gypsy rover came over the hills, down through the valley so shady. He was and he sang till the green woods rang, rang, rang. Yeah, he won the heart of the lady.
Ah-dee-doo, ah-dee-doo, da-hey-day. Ah-dee-doo, he sang till the green woods rang, and he won the heart of a lady.
She left her father's castle gate. She left her own fine lover. She left her servants and she left her estate to follow her gypsy rover.
Ah-dee-doo, ah-dee-doo, da-hey-day. Ah-dee-doo, ah-dee-day-dee. He whistled and he sang till the green woods rang, and he won the heart of a lady.
Her father saddled up his fastest steed, and on the valleys all over he saw his daughter at great speed, and the whistling gypsy rover.
Ah-dee-doo, ah-dee-doo, da-hey-day. Ah-dee-doo, ah-dee-day-dee. He whistled and he sang till the green woods rang, and he won the heart of a lady.
We came at last to a mansion fine, down by the river Glady. There was music and there was wine, wine, wine for the gypsy and his lady.
Ah-dee-doo, ah-dee-doo, da-hey-day. Ah-dee-doo, ah-dee-day-dee. He whistled and he sang till the green woods rang, and he won the heart of a lady.
He is no gypsy, my father, she said, but Lord of these lands all over, and I shall stick to my dying day with my whistling gypsy rover.
Ah-dee-doo, ah-dee-doo, da-hey-day. Ah-dee-doo, ah-dee-day-dee.
He whistled and he sang till the green was rang, and he won the heart of a lady.
Thank you all so much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your what's left of the con, and have a great day. Sláinte. What'd you think? Live at DragonCon 2024. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, or you have some comments, send a message to follow@keltfather.net. You can also post on Patreon if you're a patron. But thank you so much for supporting my music and this podcast all year long. This has been a fun year, and I've learned a lot. I did a lot of new things, and I'm excited to see what's going to come in 2024. So stay tuned. Remember, keep an eye open for folk songs and stories, because that's going to be the name you're going to see in the feed as of now. Really, so, but certainly in the beginning of the year. So, folk songs and stories. Thank you again. We're going to finish up with a song from my Celtic Christmas Greetings CD. This is Christmas in the Shire, a little reminder of Alep, which is happening this year. Yay! Here's Christmas in the Shire. Sláinte.
I've wandered through this world of ours for countless years on end. Seen wonders that I can't describe and troubles I could not mend. Yet as the year comes to a close, my heart begins to yen. For days of old and folks long gone, my thoughts go back to then. Long ago the Yule bells rang, I still recall their chime. Oh, to be back in the Shire again, now that it's Christmas time. Long ago the Yule bells rang, I still recall their chime. Oh, to be back in the Shire again, now that it's Christmas time. To find myself at home once more, where life was so slow and sweet, amongst the hobbits whom I adore, old friends I can't wait to greet. The bell ringer lads made their rounds as the sun sank into bed. farthing to farthing echoed the sounds till the moon raised up his head. Long ago the Yule bells rang, I still recall their chime. Oh, to be back in the Shire again, now that it's Christmas time. Long ago the Yule bells rang, I still recall their chime. Oh, to be back in the Shire again, now that it's Christmas time. In Buckland, Tuckborough, Bywater and Bree, every fireside was alight. Warmth and comfort provided for free, crackled loud and flickered bright. With kith and kin gathered at side, we gave thanks for all we had. Where home and hearth and peace abide, our hearts were ever glad. Long ago the Yule bells rang, I still recall their chime. Oh, to be back in the Shire again, now that it's Christmas time. Long ago the Yule bells rang, I still recall their chime. Oh, to be back in the Shire again, now that it's Christmas time. I'd sit me down and name my pleasure mug of beer or vintage rare. Rings of smoke blown at leisure, sup a favorite hobbit fare. 6 days of feasts and frolicking fun, songs and stories to delight. Rich or poor, we all shared as one, danced and reveled long into the night. Long ago the Yule bells rang, I still recall their chime. Oh, to be back in the Shire again, now that it's Christmas time. Long ago the Yule bells rang, I still recall their chime. Oh, to be back in the Shire again, now that it's Christmas time.
Thanks for listening to Pub Songs and Stories. This episode was edited by Mitchell Peterson. You can follow and listen to the show on Patreon or wherever you find podcasts. Sign up to my mailing list to learn more about songs featured in this podcast and discover where I'm performing. Remember, reduce, reuse, recycle, and talk with others about how you can make a positive impact on climate change. Have fun and sing along at pubsong.com.